Alex Neil's come from behind twice against a Premier League team. Are you proud of what your side gave you today?
Yeah, I think at times we could play better. I thought we were used to the ball. After the first 5 minutes, I thought we were good until about 35 minutes. And then I thought our use of the ball was a bit sporadic. I thought we gave it away maybe for 5-10 minutes leading up to half time. I thought that we didn't really win second balls and bits when the ball went forward, and they took sort of onus just before half time. I thought in the second half, I thought we started okay. I thought it was a bit better. And the real frustrating thing is, certainly for the second goal, is that Tim goes down but decides to go off the pitch. You know what I mean? So if you're going to go down, obviously, for us, the best thing to do is have a break and play. That allows us to then have a look at him, make a decision on whether he's fit to continue or not. And from that point, I think it was a bit of naivety from us, really, because we then needed to defend 3 phases of play without a left-sided centre-back. And sod's law, their goal comes to where Tim arguably would have been standing in that cross. So that was frustrating, because I felt that at that stage there wasn't much in the game. But the pleasing thing was to get the response. I thought they continued right to the end. And I was delighted for Stephen Naismith. I thought he worked his absolute socks off in the game, and he deserved his goal.
I didn't pick up on that at the time. Closer went off injured shortly after the goal, but I hadn't realised he wasn't on the pitch when the goal was scored. No,
he wasn't on the pitch for the goal. If he was, I would have liked to have thought that he would have headed the ball away, because it was right where the left centre-back would be. So we were down to 10 men at that stage, and that's frustrating for me, because I think leading up to that, I think my only disappointment is when we went one each, we looked as if we thought, oh, great job done, and we sunk back in, which was really frustrating, because I think at that stage we were the team sort of going forward on the ascendancy a little bit, and I'd like to see them being a lot more aggressive once we've scored the goal to go and try and get the next one, rather than think sort of happy with our work type thing. So that was frustrating, but as I say, I think all in all, playing a Premier League team, making a few changes as they did as well, I thought it was a competitive match, and I thought we showed good things in flashes, both defensively and offensively, and I probably think that a sort of draw, probably a fairish result, really.
It's an extra game, it's a replay. A lot of people will say that doesn't really do either side any good, having to fit another game into the calendar, but you were 2-1 down against a Premier League team with the clock ticking, and you got a draw out of it. So in isolation, it's a good result, isn't it? Yeah,
well, the thing is, we wanted to continue our momentum from the other day. We put in an excellent performance against Derby, and the message to the lads was, let's make sure we continue that and sort of push it on and get better, and make sure we follow that up with another positive result. And I think certainly looking at Southampton and the players they've got as well, it was a positive result.
Stephen Whittaker has admitted to us that the decision on who was going to take the penalty was only taken after it was awarded. Did you have every confidence in him when you thought it was him taking it?
Yeah, Stephen technically is very good. If you watch any sort of finishing drills, he's one of the best. So yeah, but I was quite surprised to see my right back step up to take a penalty when all my forwards were on the pitch.
Says, what does that say more about him or more about the forwards who maybe didn't want to take it?
I'm not quite sure. I'm just glad it went in the net, because I'd have probably got stick if he missed.
You mentioned the Closer injury. Does it look a severe one? Is he going to be alright for the next game? Or I suppose it's a day you don't take any chances? Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, it didn't look anything in it really at the time. I think he's either knocked his Achilles, which is obviously the back of his heel. So it'll be the next couple of days we'll have a look at it and determine how bad it may or may not be.
And you've already mentioned Stephen Naismith. He was the man in the right place at the end there, wasn't he, to get this draw for you?
Yeah, and I thought he worked extremely hard, because playing Premier League teams, you can't just go run out and turn out after the ball, because their quality is good enough they can pick you off. And I thought Stephen led by example with his discipline. I thought he worked extremely hard. I thought he did all the sort of ugly side of the game extremely well. I thought he challenged, I thought he fought, he scrapped, he won battles, and I was really pleased for him, because I think in the last game he deserved the goal, and I was pleased for him in this game he got his goal.
Thanks for talking to us, Alex.
Thank you. Cheers.